What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you're having a fantastic day today. And today we have the June 2024 Albuquerque Sunport International Airport update for you all. I really hope each and every one of you are excited for today's video. And without any further delay, let's go ahead and get started, everybody. Today is the 6th anniversary here for the Albuquerque Sunport International Airport, and we have an awesome airport update in store today. We got some very awesome aircraft changes, a brand new airline to add to the mix, and so much to encompass here in today's Albuquerque update. I really hope each and every one of you are excited for today's celebration, and without any further delay, let's go ahead and get started, everybody. As usual, we'll start over here. We'll start right here with this American Eagle CRJ-700 for SkyWest Airlines. This aircraft's currently making a non-stop service coming in from Los Angeles today, and we'll be now heading back out there. Awesome to see Los Angeles continuing to thrive here as we get into the busy summer season, so we'd love to see this, and throughout this month, we'll see so many awesome aircraft changes and just overall increases at these various model airports, so quite an exciting time right here to say the least. Right here, gate, I believe this is B6. We have this Delta connection, ERJ-175 on the behalf of SkyWest Airlines. This is going to be matching the CRJ-700 heading over to LAX. Awesome to see Delta continuing to thrive here with this particular service, and I'm really excited for their future there. Maybe we'll get a mainline sometime on that. We'll have to see. Speaking of mainline for Delta, here's a Boeing 737-800. This is going to be substituting for a Boeing 737-900ER. This aircraft's currently coming in right now from Minneapolis, St. Paul. So awesome to have Minneapolis on 737-900. I can't believe that we're overnighting 3 of these aircraft, so I had to throw in a couple of 737-800s in here to fill the void, but nevertheless, pretend it's a 900, which is just so awesome to see. Really a testament to all the capacity that's coming through Albuquerque right now, and especially for a city like Minneapolis that at one time was not even served during the summer season, returns stronger than ever on a Boeing 737-900ER. So really excited for this service. Who knows, maybe it goes year-round soon. We'll have to see, but this is certainly a very exciting up gauge here for the summer, and they're certainly going to be kicking it in the gear, and this is quite awesome to see. And hopefully they're absolutely loading it, as that would be awesome to see a bunch of passengers on that to make it justified for that aircraft type. And then here's another Delta Airlines Boeing 737-800. However, this one is in the Sky Team special color scheme. Also, once again, substituting for a 737-900ER. This aircraft's currently coming in from Atlanta today, now heading back out there. 3 daily 737-900s coming in here at this time, which is quite awesome. I think it's around a 3-hour flight or so, so definitely a nice hop over to Delta's biggest operation, and really excited to see what's to come here in the near future on that service. So we'll have to keep watching the variation, but overall looking really good here for this particular aircraft. Our next aircraft will be the actual Delta Airlines Boeing 737-900ER. However, this time it's going to be coming in from Salt Lake City, Utah. So really awesome to see the 737-900 back over here on SLC. Mainly been the 321 and the 220-300 as of late, but definitely going all in on that capacity here with this Boeing 737-900ER offering. 3 daily flights, 2 other ERJ-175s leading the charge here. So looking absolutely fantastic for that aircraft, and I'm very excited to see what they'll do with that service going into the future. So really awesome to see at full capacity here for the Delta section before we even get into JetBlue. Definitely need to highlight all that mainline action. Is awesome to see that, and I wish I had some more gates to where they could fit in. I might scoot it down for the next update, but I was trying to keep it realistic because I could scoot these down a little bit, but it's still looking great nevertheless. So awesome to see this right here. Okay, next up we have this JetBlue Airways Airbus A220-300. This aircraft is currently making a non-stop flight today coming in from New York John F. Kennedy, so really cool to see this aircraft absolutely thriving. Great to have it back in here for today's update. JetBlue going really strong with their red-eye service, so that's been awesome to see, and I'm eager to see maybe one day it'll become a daytime flight. We'll have to see, but they've always made it a red-eye, so still looking very good for that aircraft right there. It also occurred to me, I'm not exactly sure how they're going to do the overnights. My assumption is this aircraft probably is going to park here, as that will be gone, this will be gone by whatever time, and I think the SLC arrival is pretty late. It's probably 11:45 or so, maybe not though. I'm not exactly sure how they're handling that, but nevertheless, it's got to park somewhere, so they might throw it on a remote stand over there. I'm not sure, but if anybody does know how they're handling for Delta overnights, please let me know. I would appreciate that so I could represent that adequately going into the future. Okay, next up we have a special livery. This is going to be an Alaska Airlines Boeing 737-800 and honoring those who serve livery. This aircraft's currently coming in right now from Seattle to Tacoma today, which is definitely got a solid capacity there. It's a once daily flight. Alaska's added several new routes, so that's why Albuquerque kind of suffered with the frequency regard, but still a really good service here, and definitely glad to see that it's been doing really well here for them, and I'm excited to see what their future on that service will be in the future. And I don't know if they're scooting down gates either or what they're doing. I'm just going off of what I know and what I see online. So that's currently what we have right there. At this next gate, we have this American Airlines Airbus A320. This is going to be one of two of them today. This aircraft's heading out to Phoenix Sky Harbor today. Looking really good here on our PHX service considering the time of year. So awesome to see this and very excited to see where Phoenix will go in the future. 4 daily flights, handful of regionals. So definitely great to see this right here. Old reliable here on this beautiful American Airlines 737-800. This aircraft is currently coming in from Chicago O'Hare today, and now it's going to be heading back on over there. It's a daily service, which is fantastic. So glad to see this going really well here at the Sunport, and really awesome to see Chicago with that huge upgauge from the 175 in previous months. Next, we have this American Airlines Airbus A320 coming in from Dallas-Fort Worth International. Of course, this is a staple here, and they're flying a variety of aircraft. ERJ-175s, A320s, A319s, a couple 321s, 737-800s, you name it, it's coming. So awesome to see this, and very delighted to see what's to come here for the rest of the summer on the Dallas service. Our next aircraft is going to be a beautiful United Airlines Boeing 737-900ER. United absolutely kicking it in gear here at the Sunport with all this additional demand. So this aircraft, of course, is coming in from Denver. This will be here for the whole summer. So awesome to see this large aircraft getting overnighted here, and plenty of passengers will be filing on up to one of their biggest operations in the United States. And our next aircraft is going to be the United Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8 coming in from Houston George Bush. This has once again been an awesome new addition here for the summer. I'm eager to see what they'll do with this, if they'll keep the MAX 8 or if they'll adjust it any. But this is a solid route for it at this time of day coming in the evening. So awesome to see this, and definitely quite a delighting talent show right there, to say the very least. All right, welcome Sun Country Airlines to the Albuquerque Sunport International Airport. Sun Country debuts here in the summer of 2024 with a twice weekly service to Minneapolis-St. Paul. It's going to be on Wednesdays and Saturdays, arriving in the mid-afternoon hours. This aircraft is currently arriving in at 3:58 p.m. on the inaugural service, which I think it was June 19th, and if I'm wrong, I apologize. I know this airport update's coming out before that, so I had to take a stab at where they're going to park at. This is where Spirit normally parks, and this is my best assumption. However, I'll show you a couple gates that I wouldn't be surprised if they parked at. B6 was previously used by Frontier and Volaris. I would not be surprised to see them use it here. However, as you can tell, it's pretty filled over here, so they may stay away from that one. This is gate A5, I believe, and I don't know exactly who and what's using this gate. I think it's just vacant right now, so they could park at A5. That's a possibility. Would fit in well down here with JetBlue and Alaska, so we'll have to see. So we'll keep that in our eyes as well. And then there is a chance they could use one of these A gates over here as well, whether that's 4 or 6. Again, I'm not exactly sure. I think Southwest uses 6 quite a bit, so they could use 4. But anyway, I decided to go ahead and put him here at I believe this is number 7, yes, A7. Again, they could park anywhere, but I thought this was the most logical fit. However, I wouldn't be surprised if I guessed wrong, which I have done in the past, but I've also guessed right. So anyway, Sun Country Boeing 737-800 heading out to Minneapolis-St. Paul on the Wednesday and Saturday services. This should be pretty successful to rival Delta. I think this will be a pretty smart choice here for Sun Country. This will be a summer seasonal service, so really excited to see what's to come out of this. Of course, they're also operating the Reno this summer, so we'll see them over there in those airport updates, so that's quite exciting. And overall, we got some exciting developments here for Sun Country. So quite a way to encapsulate 6 years of these Albuquerque updates, which is just absolutely awesome to think about how consistent we've been with these updates and how many changes we've seen evolve at this airport. Of course, we had Volaris at one time. I had mentioned Frontier. Allegiant flew here as well. Southwest has always had their large operation. We've seen all this mainline come up from these different cities, and now we have more low-cost carriers like Spirit and Sun Country to evaluate. So overall, this is absolutely awesome. I'm really excited for the future here at the Sunport, and it's going to be a really exciting vibe right here, to say the least. So this is awesome. So cool to see this, and I'm really looking forward to what's to come here in the future. So this is awesome. I don't even know what to say besides that this is a huge movement here for the Albuquerque Sunport International Airport, and Sun Country is very good looking here. So this Sun Country Airlines Boeing 737-800 coming in from Minneapolis-St. Paul. Welcome Sun Country to Albuquerque. This is awesome, and I'm looking super forward to the future. Okay, next up we have our Southwest Airlines section. They're going full-fledged here in the summer, so really excited to take a look at all this. So let's go ahead and get started. Here we have the Illinois 737-800. This aircraft's coming in from Kansas City, and now it's going to be heading out to San Antonio. Airlines International going to Kansas City June 26th through 29th. I hope to see all of you there. It's going to be super fun, so looking super forward to that this month. And if you have a chance to make last-minute plans, I can't recommend enough to do so if you're an avid aviation enthusiast. Next, we have the Southwest Airlines 737-700 with the Scimitar winglets. This aircraft's currently coming in from Long Beach, and now it's going to be making a flight over to Burbank. So looking good for the two non-LAX airports that we have service to on Southwest. Here's a nice little frame. On the right side, we have a Boeing 737-700. This aircraft is currently coming in from Denver, and now it's going to be heading out to Dallas Love Field. And we have a Boeing 737-800 coming in from Phoenix Sky Harbor, and now it's going to be heading over to Baltimore today, looking very good. And we also have this Boeing 737-700. This aircraft's coming in from Orlando International, which is a 5 times weekly service this summer, which is awesome. That's going to be Thursday through Monday, so we can just call it daily. So really awesome to see all this demand over to the Sunshine State, which is our only service there, as Allegiant terminated their Orlando Sanford service many years ago. And this aircraft's now going to be taking it over onto LAX. So really great to see Orlando here. This is really, really great. I think Southwest is going to do very well here. I'm excited to evaluate the numbers, see how this performs. Of course, last summer this came back as a Saturday only, and obviously it was successful as they turned it into a daily service for the summer of 2024. So one of the biggest additions here, really cool to see a non-stop flight all the way over to the East Coast on Southwest in this particular aspect, and I'm so excited to see how this service does. So this is huge. Really, really excited about this. We also have daily services, of course, to Kansas City. I believe San Antonio is also on that list, so we'll take a look at another Southwest Airlines aircraft here in a moment, and others. So this is awesome, and I'm so excited for the future. So looking great, Southwest, and that is absolutely awesome. Oh, I put in the wrong aircraft, didn't I? Let's see. Did I put in the wrong aircraft? Or, okay, I think I'm just getting confused. Never mind. Okay, I did not put in the wrong aircraft. I just got confused with all this United mainline. So next up, we have this United Airlines Airbus A319. This aircraft is currently coming in from Chicago O'Hare, looking very good here on the baby bus. So really great capacity service here, and United definitely kicking it into gear with their Chicago O'Hare service. So really nice competition there with American, and I'm really eager to see what happens with this in the future. So looking good here for United on the Airbus A319, and looking super forward to more of their operations, and we'll see another one of their aircraft here in a moment. Let's head on over to the general aviation and cargo section, and I'll have to get a military aircraft in for the next update because Albuquerque does have quite a bit of military traffic. Here we have 2 private jets. On the left, we have a Challenger 300. This aircraft's currently coming in from Missoula, and now it's going to be heading all the way over to Charlotte today. And we have this beautiful Gulfstream G550, as this aircraft's going to be rocketing off for Tucson after coming in earlier today from Dallas Addison. So cool to see some pretty unique airports in the mix right there. Our next aircraft is going to be this Primair Boeing 737-800 freighter. This aircraft's coming in from Cincinnati, of course, which has been quite a workhorse service here, and it's been a great new normal to see here at the airport. So that's been really cool. So hopeful to see more of that going forward. In our beautiful cargo section, we have a beautiful UPS Boeing 777-200 freighter. This aircraft, of course, is currently making the non-stop flight today, coming in from Dallas-Fort Worth, and now it's going to be heading over to El Paso. So cool to see those services going great, along with 2 Boeing 767-300 freighters. Beginning on the left, we have this UPS example. This aircraft is going to be making the flight over to Louisville today on the turnaround, which has been a really great service here. So awesome to see that right there. And we have this FedEx Express Boeing 767-300 freighter, which is going to be heading over to Memphis today. So glad to see cargo going full swing here in the summer, which is awesome, and looking forward to seeing what the changes will be with that going forward. Okay, here we have the Southwest Airlines 737-700. As I hinted at earlier, this aircraft's going to be heading out to San Antonio today. After coming in earlier today, I'm sure I'm missing a destination, so give me just a moment here. No St. Louis. I believe we have Chicago Midway this summer. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure Midway's on the docket, so heading over to Chicago Midway. A couple of cities I forgot to mention in this update because I ran out of planes. We're kind of out of space, so that's why, but I'll try to throw in another one in the next update. Includes San Jose, California, Oakland, San Diego, and I might have missed one more, so I apologize, but I'll try to see if I can pack it all into the next update so we can have the full brim to line up, which we love to see that. So looking really good. Next month will be the absolute peak. We're going to have full capacity on pretty much all of it. There's going to be one more aircraft change for United that's going to put it to the very top, I believe. So looking super forward to that, but overall looking good. Well, there'll be some give and take. So we're right near capacity for these 2 months. They're interchangeable. So I'll get in for next update so you can see what the absolute most loaded lineup looks like, but this is still really brimmed right now. Here we have a Spirit Airbus A320neo heading over to Las Vegas today. Really great to see Spirit continuing to thrive here with their operation, and I'm really eager to see if they'll add any new destinations soon. I think Sacramento or some city like that would be cool with no competition, but hey, this Vegas service has been great so far, and they've picked up really well since we saw Allegiant depart, unfortunately, and Frontier, which also did have that route too in the past. Here's a beautiful United Airlines Boeing 737-800 in the co-merger livery of this aircraft. It's currently making its service over to San Francisco today. Really, really cool to see San Francisco getting I think it's just on Sunday evenings when the 737-800 comes in. It's mainly been the E320 this month, and I think there's also been a 319 on one day of the week. So nevertheless, still really cool to see any sort of 737 involvement, so that's why it's here today. So yeah, we're pretty much, it'll be maximum capacity next month. I forgot because it's like, this isn't a daily service now that I think about it. So next month will be the absolute peak with one more 737-900 coming in from somewhere on this airline. So we'll take a look at that next time, but still really cool to see this. And this is probably the only major down gauge from last summer. I actually had the sheet here right in front of me because sometimes I just throw them down here in the cubby area. Sorry about that. So I'm looking back just to kind of reflect here because it is important to see how our airport's done. Excuse me. And it's also important to get our camera fixed. So let me see if I can do that here real quick. There we go. Okay. So I'm looking back at the sheet here. And Portland was a 737-800 last year, which is unfortunate to see that we don't have this this summer. And then I'm looking to see if there's any other major changes. American was operating 738. United operated mainline to Chicago 2, and Delta was a 739, MSP was 739, Salt Lake City was 737s, Orlando Saturday only, Denver was what you've seen over there, Chicago was an Airbus, and San Francisco was an Airbus. So yeah, pretty similar, well, a little bit up with the Orlando over there, and then also what you'll see next month, and then this is the only major down gauge. Now, this is going to Portland, of course, for Horizon, and this is mainly due to just the lack of planes that Alaska has now. Obviously, with the additional routes they've added, they just kind of ran out. So 175 daily will still be great. So they'll brim it, which is great news. So glad the service isn't gone, obviously. But tough that they couldn't find a 737-700 to fit in here or an equivalent aircraft. But still really cool to have this ERJ-175 doing its magic here at the Sunport. So happy 6th birthday, Albuquerque, man. This is really what started my consistent airport updates. And I'll always be so... you know, it's so special that I decided one day 6 summers ago that I was going to build this apron over here, and I even have the original paper still sitting under here as kind of a sentiment to that. So that was really cool, and you know, it obviously started what we have here today with nearly 10,000 subscribers. So I can't thank all of you enough for that. Obviously, as life continues to move on, that means that obviously there's going to be some major changes in the scenery here for these airport updates and how I'm going to handle them, obviously, since of course I'll be moving out of my parents' house here in the next in less than 2 years. So we'll definitely have to evaluate the best ways to go about all this as I get a job and find a landing spot for whether it's a temporary position or a more permanent residence. We will have to see. So currently evaluating all these options, but at this time, of course, we're going to maximize our opportunities with the current space that I have to utilize. And I'm very excited to see what's coming here in the future. As you all know, I've been really good about pre-recording these updates, so I don't anticipate any major changes. As of for the setup, I don't know where we'll be placing all this yet. It depends on what kind of accommodations I can get for a future job, which likely will be at an airline hub as of right now, but of course, plenty of opportunities down the road. So regardless of what that is, you know, hopefully there will still be a reasonable circumstance where I can still come back to my parents' house and be able to film these for at least a period of time during the transition. And then depending on how much space I have will really depict, you know, how these setups look. Great Plains will really be the big one affected. I'm sure that there'll be some, obviously some changes with the formatting in that. Of course, I still have plenty of intentions of making those airport updates. I might just have to keep some models here at my parents' house or find another solution, possibly an office building or some sort of way to handle how I'm going to use that. So I know that's completely, you know, way off and kind of off topic, but I think it is important to integrate, you know, with these anniversaries because it is really worth noting, you know, what the future looks like relative to where we are now. And obviously we've been in the same corner of my room for 6 years, and you know, that's 3/4 of the total time that it will be here most likely. Obviously, who knows, maybe it will be more than realistic to come home twice a month and be able to do this and just knock it out, which I would be perfectly fine with doing that. At the same time though, you know, we got to be realistic about what could happen, and I'm very excited to pursue this channel regardless of the outcome. And I have every intention of still doing every airport that I currently have, and no matter what the case is, there'll be some capacity of these videos. So I'm very excited for that, no matter what the case is and what the formatting will be. But The airport updates, of course, are the cornerstone of what I do here, along with the model unboxings and all the other model airplane content that you see on this channel. So don't expect that to go anywhere. So again, I just don't know exactly how it will be formatted, but I have every intention to continue these airport updates until really forever. I really don't have any intention of stopping these. So I've really enjoyed them, and I hope all of you have as well. I'm really excited for the future of what's to come with these airport updates, and it's going to be super fun to continue to develop new airports. And again, I don't know what the space will be like where I initially moved to and what that will be like. However, there is a chance that I could just keep it all here. We'll see. But again, we're going to take it one step at a time right now, getting a little ahead of ourselves. But I did want to reflect on just how awesome this space has been for the Sunport, and it's been a really awesome time to have it here at my parents' house, and it's been quite an awesome space to exhibit this display, and I'm really excited for what's to come with it in the future. So who knows, maybe I'll just redo the mat, and this is a very manageable size. It's really thin relative to other displays, so this could definitely go on a nightstand or somewhere like that. So again, I'm not exactly sure what will happen here, but I know for sure that this airport will be continuing because it's really special. And as I said when I began, talking about the 6-year anniversary, this is really the airport that started the consistency of my channel, and I can't take that for granted at any time. So even with less changes compared to other airports, we still have to admire what this airport has done for the channel and all the amazing memories that we have had with it, and many more to come. So I will be happy to make a trip out to Albuquerque again sometime in the future. The last time I was there was right after I started this model airport in August of 2018. So I think it's only fair at some point to go back and really take it in and consider what I've been displaying here at my house for 6 years in the real life form, even though I have been there twice. But again, need to go back and just enjoy it. So hopefully we'll find a time to do that in the future. It definitely is high on my list, along with getting some new airports started too, continuing our Southern Plains Model Airport rotational series, and all the other projects that we've done. So I know that was beyond, it's good to talk about topics like that from time to time, and I'm glad to knock that out. And for all my very dedicated viewers that stay to the end of all these videos, you definitely get the best with regards to hearing about the future and what's to come. So thank you all so much. Happy anniversary to Albuquerque. 6 years down the pipeline, hopefully many more to come, 6 plus many more. I'm really, really stoked for the future of this airport. You see all this capacity here today. It is so exciting, and it's going to be really fun to see where this airport can go from here. So overall, it's looking great. Thank you all so much for all your support, and onward and upward, as Delta would say, for many years to come. So with all that being said, everybody, that'll do for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. My name is Redriveraviation. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Just process. Do you love and love you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.